Happy Memorial Day, folks. Actually, it's a somber day, quite frankly. We got a big military family. To my grandfather, who was Reserve Army Signal Corps, to my father, youngest first sergeant for the 65 80th Recovery Control Group in the Air Force, and also a base sergeant major, and also sergeant major for the movie Strategic Air Command with Jimmy Stewart. He joined 3 months before the Air Force began, so he joined into the Army Air Corps at the time. He was a corporal when they became the Air Force. Also, to my son, JJ, U.S. Marine Corps, and to my nephew, Joey Gishwin, who I love very much and am very proud of. To my grandsons, Donovan, Special Forces, U.S. Air Force, up on Pope Air Base, and Deidrian, USS Stout in the Eastern Med, is in Navy. To my son-in-law, Richard Justice, who produced those wonderful grandkids for me, with my beautiful daughter, Vanessa, a good Navy wife. To Justin Colbert and my Colbert nephews there that are serving. To my Uncle Dan Hetherington, okay, who was Department of California commander for the American Legion. To my grandfather, Frank Lepsch, who had to rebuild Pearl Harbor. To Squeak Molzon, Don Squeak Molzon. It's one of those old guys that's from Wisconsin that went out to land and took the landing ship that they landed on in D-Day, rebuilt it, sailed it across the Atlantic, back in the Mobile Bay. The daggone Coast Guard was saying that thing ain't seaworthy, you can't pull it in a port. And they said, we just sailed it across the Atlantic, so they let him in. It's in the World War II Museum, by the way, in Louisiana. So anyway, to all of those wonderful people, my sister and her husband, Peggy and Chuck Higgins, both retired Chief Master Sergeants in the Air Force. Okay. And to my Lepsch uncles, I can't remember whether it was Peter or Paul, one of the twins that was Navy. They came by and visited us during Vietnam when we lived in Hawaii. Anyway, big military family, and I'm very proud of all of them. I love them all, and we got to remember why we're celebrating this day, okay? And I spent my day, started out sitting there trying to collect money at Golden Corral for the Disabled American Veterans group, and we usually do that on Memorial Day weekend. And so I was standing a shift when I get a call from the VA sitting there saying, hey, we need a chaplain in Foley, Alabama. So I picked up and ran. It was a governor's mate, first class. Yeah, they said he was imminent, but he sure seemed alert and everything when I got there. And of course we did the prayers and the blessings as I do, and I salute them. I gave him a little patriotic pin. And I visited with the family. It was a good visit. I appreciated that. It made my day, quite frankly. Anyway, folks, we can never let the godless left, the communists, get back in charge of our country again. That's exactly what happened. You know, I don't blame Biden. I don't think Biden knew half the things that were going on. I remember once that the Speaker of the House sat there and said, "Sir, why did you cut off liquid gas deliveries to Europe. And Biden turned to him and he says, I didn't do that. I don't know anything about that. Well, there goes Jill and the rest of their crowd up there using the auto pen. And that investigation's going on, and we should really sit there and press it. And these judges that are standing in the way and obstructing justice, they better learn that they are not above the law, too. And they're learning it, I think. Just some will not get the picture. And these district judges that sit there and think they can sit there and change the course of the entire United States out of a little section of their purview, no, that is not right either. Supreme Court has got to step in. We got to get this squared away, or else nothing is going to get done. So anyway, that is something we have to pray for, people. And so I'm calling on all my prayer warriors out there. Pray for all of our veterans. Pray for all of our first responders. And definitely pray that SCOTUS sits there and does the right thing soon. We can't sit there and wait forever. I love you all. I wish all of my veteran friends out there, especially Dave Kellum and others, a very, very somber but a very meaningful Memorial Day weekend. I love you all. God bless you, and take care.